Yo, what's good? It's TruekIngsDen, and today we're going to be talking about the 5 most toxic abilities in My Hero Ultra Rumble. Now, there is a lot of toxic ass abilities and things that can happen in this game, obviously. Because this game has a bunch, like, you take so much damage so fast. This game kind of is toxic at its core, but there's some abilities that really stand out among the rest. And these are definitely my 5. Let me know if you guys agree with this. But let's just go into number 5 right off the bat. Number 5 is Bakugo's explosive speed. Now, the problem with explosive speed is the character it's on. It's specifically because it's Bakugo and it combines too well with his kit. Number 1, his grenades have very quick recovery, so you can drop you can do 1 explosive speed and use like 2 or 3 grenades before you touch the ground. And then if you get hit by, I think, 2 or 3 grenades, you get CC'd, like it'll put you in like an invincible state. Or you can just drop down like a full goddamn 300 damage on you with 2 grenades and a shot before you can really react to it, because the grenades have really quick recovery. You can just fucking fly up, drop a grenade, and then try to bait them to roll so you can howitzer them. And howitzer is technically probably the hardest hitting ability in the game if you land all the hits, which rarely will happen, don't lie. It has a problem with like letting people fall out, but that's besides the point. Also, just the sheer mobility on a character like Bakugo is what brings it up on this list, but it's not as toxic as everything else because it doesn't really affect you directly. It's just kind of something that you have to deal with, but it doesn't affect you. Like, he's not hurting you, he's not disabling anything for you, nothing like that. You just gotta deal with him running away from a fight when the fuck he feels like it, or jumping in a fight from nowhere. But number 5, Bakugo explosive speed. Alright, number 4 is Cemento's pillar split, aka Cemento's alpha. The goddamn pillars he throws out. The main thing you're gonna see from him. The problem with this fucking ability is what it does as a whole. Like, forget the damage on it. It has one downside, is that if you land it directly, it doesn't really do anything. It does a little bit of damage, but it doesn't spawn the pillar, so it doesn't do much in that scenario. The thing is this, it has a lot of active frames on it, so if you can walk into it after it kind of grew, and you can still get hit by it, and when you do get hit by it, it CCs you. It will launch you up into the air, and that gives people time to follow up if your shield's broken. If your shield's not broken, it's just gonna launch you. It's gonna get real annoying because he pretty much has a constant CC on you. He can keep doing. He can use it to build up in the sky. He can use it to build bridges. Like, it has super high utility. It's very annoying, and it's actually a relatively high damaging ability. If you land both hits, I think it's like 90 or 100 damage later in the match. So it's one of the harder hitting abilities too. For like something that you could just kind of throw out a lot. You could have like 6 charges late game, or like 6, I guess, ammo. But that ability has so much utility, and it hits really hard, and then the CC on it is really annoying. That's basically all that's all I gotta say about that one. Alright, so number 3 is gonna be Kaminari / Todoroki. They're gonna share their spot. Kaminari human stun gun, and Todoroki's ice stalagmite, aka Todoroki's and Kaminari's gamma. Now, these things pretty much accomplish the same thing. You can decide which one's better for yourself, but basically they're just CC abilities. And they both double as CC, and they're both mobility abilities. They both now, after the update, Kaminari's update, they both have 2 charges as well. So Kaminari, he lost some of his combo potential since they nerfed him a while back, but now that he has 2 charges, he can literally stun lock you really fucking hard now. But even besides that, you get stunned, like, it's annoying to be CC'd in this game. So with Kaminari, he can now stun you, shoot, and like, if you're stunned, his team can just follow up. And the worst part now, he can stun and then special action and immediately stun you again before you can do anything. And then if his team is there, you're just kind of dead. So, in that, the one thing it has, I'll come into that in a second, but when it comes to Todoroki, he has a very fast fire rate already. This is the thing, Todoroki's fire rate is super fast, And on top of it, Todoroki freeze. Since it's the further away you are, the more damage it can do. Because it'll have multiple hits, and like the further out it goes, like the end of it does way more damage than the rest of it. And the further you're away from it, technically the faster it recovers. So he can just blast you in oblivion. While he's sliding, you pretty much can't touch the trail or you're gonna get frozen and take a decent chunk of damage. It's real buggy right now, so you cannot be touching it completely and get hit. You can be in the air and get hit by it. Like, it's a glitchy ass ability. Then it hits really hard and it can damn near, it's pretty much an Elite 2 like. The shield, if you get hit by it and he did it purposefully, you're gonna get touched to death. This is where I say you have to decide which one you think is better. Because Todoroki can get more damage like out of his, I'd say from a distance. Kaminari's a lot more close range character. Todoroki's better at a distance. But Kaminari's can also stun, it's like meant to. It can catch you in midair. And it's I think it's 1 frame startup on the human stun gun because there is a hitbox on it right in front of him that does like 10 damage. And it knocks you back. And then it combos into itself. And if you hit people, you can catch people in the air with it, and then still follow up. You can get a shot or 2 off, even though you're not in the air. Or you can do your 1 million volts, and you just zap them while you're up there, either one. But that's number 3. Number 2 is Aizawa's Erasure. This one, I think this one is a little slept on. Because you don't see Eraserhead too often, even after he's been fixed, you don't see him that often. You see him a lot more, but from a character you haven't ever really seen, that's not much. And he's actually hard to play too. But Erasure is literally a fucking fight. It can literally shift the tide of a fight. Erasure, all it does is turn off quirks. And when I say quirks, I mean everything. Not your abilities, it means everything. The only thing you can do is melee attack and special action. You have no alpha, beta, or gamma. You would think alpha, okay, it's just your basic projectile. It's whatever is your primary fire, pretty much is your gun. No, you lose that as well. So, just say you can't fight back. You pretty much can't fight while this is active. If he has his team with him, that means they can just beam you. If they can do what they want, they can play as reckless as they want while his Erasure is active. And it lasts for a relatively long time. That thing is a game changer. If you ever play Overwatch, it's like being hacked by Sombra. It's like Sombra's ult going off. In the original, not in Overwatch 2. But yeah, when Sombra ult goes off, it was literally like a game. It was like a fight breaker. It can end the fight damn near instantly once that activates. And that's what Erasure does. You're not going to be able to fight back. His team can do what they want. He can use it just quickly to cancel an ability. The only thing about it is it has a long cooldown. But that's how they balanced it. It's definitely annoying as fuck to get you fighting somebody, about to try to finish them, and then your quirk is gone, and now they can fly away. Watching you either just go somewhere. You're playing Kaminari or you're playing Todoroki, you can't even ice slide towards them. Anything like that, you're just kinda out of luck. But Eraser's number 2. Oh my god. I know y'all all saw this coming, bruh. Y'all knew it, bruh. The Buick Century, bruh. The red Buick Century. Uraraka's home run comet is number 1. There's ways to counter it, don't get me wrong, but it's easily the most annoying ability in this game. It's the most toxic fucking thing. Because it's all they do, and it's all they're going to do. There's no reason to not do it. There's really no reason to not do it, plus her gamma's not that good. It sets up for stuff if you can land it, but her gamma's not that good. Her alpha only has 3 charges, I get it why they're doing it. But the beta, home run comet, let's talk about this real quick. It doesn't, early game, it doesn't do much, it's not a big deal really, because it's going to be hard for her to even land it. Mid game, whatever. Late game, she's a fucking menace. As soon as she has the car, is when the problems begin. When she has that car, it has a giant hitbox. It hits in midair. Like, if you can be pretty high above it and keep getting hit by it, she can move really fast while doing it. She She can use it for mobility, so she can just float while doing it. And just float across an area if she can't make a jump or if her alpha's on cooldown. And at the end of it, she throws it. The throw doesn't do a lot of damage, but the throw does knock down. If you have a shield on, it doesn't, obviously, but it does put you in like a knock back state, so you have to recover. But if you're on the ground, like just running and she throws at you, that's a knockdown that gives her time to catch up, or her team to catch up to you. Just another projectile. And it kind of regenerates, like once you use it, they kind of just lock a lot of characters into it. Like, you're gonna have to ground recover and then try to figure out what the fuck you're gonna do next. But you're gonna have to try to run, and it's hard to run from a character like that. But she has high-ass mobility, so yeah, I would definitely say Uraraka's home run comment #1. Well, that's the end of the video. Let me know if you guys agreed with any of that. But I do want to do a part 2 of this, obviously, on the other end, like bad abilities. I'll let you know what those are, obviously. But if you enjoyed this, feel free to drop a like. If there is anything that you think I can fix, please let me know if possible. If you want, you can check me out on twitch.tv/TruekIngsDen. That's where I do all of my live streaming. That's usually where I'm getting the footage in the background. Want to hang out, just stop by, say what's up, just want to lurk or whatever, you can do that. But either way, that's Kingsden, and we out this bitch.